Dear students, I am Dr. Praveen Tripathi. I am the Faculty of Psychiatry and the author of the book Review of Psychiatry. Today we are gonna make a video which you can use when you feel low, demotivated or depressed. Before we start discussing about a couple of things, I want to ask you a simple question. What is it that drives a person the hardest? What makes you work really hard? The answer is, there are two emotions that make a person work really hard. What are these two emotions? The first one, all of us know, it's ambition. Whenever we really want to achieve something, whenever we really want to get something, that makes us work very hard. But there is another emotion, a negative emotion, which also makes us work very hard. What is it? It's the anger. When you are really angry about something, when you are really hurt about something, even that gives you tremendous amount of energy, and even that may make you work really hard. In fact, it is often said that the word passion can be divided into two components. You want to achieve something and you are angry. When you mix both things, you become passionate about something. So what we are going to do in this video is we are going to create an exercise where we will mix both of these emotions, and you will use this exercise whenever you feel low or demotivated during the course of your preparation. So here we go. What we will do is, we will close our eyes, preferably put on the headphones, and as I start speaking, whatever I say, you have to imagine it in great details. And when I say great details, I mean that imagination should be really vivid. If I say that imagine that you are in a library, you should close your eyes and imagine that you are in a library. You should see it clearly, that library room, that table, that chair where you are sitting, that person who is sitting in front of you. Everything should be in great details. And apart from imagining things, you should also be aware of how you are feeling. These things will become more clear as I start speaking. So let's start. Close your eyes, put on the headphones and listen to me very carefully. The first thing that we are going to imagine is the day, a particular day, when you felt humiliated or insulted or embarrassed. Who insulted or humiliated you? Well, it could be something like this. You were sitting in a reading room, you were sitting in a library, or you were sitting with a group of friends discussing an exam after the exam was over, and somebody started talking about a particular question. You did not know the answer. A particular person of your group smiled at you sarcastically. When you were not able to give the answer, he smiled at you sarcastically, or maybe he laughed at you, or maybe he made a mean comment. How did you feel back then? You felt angry. You felt humiliated. You felt embarrassed. What did you want to do that time? You wanted to get back to him. Maybe you wanted to fight with him, but you could not. You could not say a word because you knew that you were the one who did not know that particular question and he was the one who knew it. That is why he was able to humiliate you or embarrass you publicly. Or maybe you were attending a posting and a PG, postgraduate, came to the ward and he treated you as if you were a garbage because he was a PG. And he was very proud about it. He had the attitude because he was a PG. And you felt at that time that one day I would also become a PG. And once I become a PG, nobody would be able to treat me the way this guy treated me right now. Or it could be a day when a senior resident or a senior of yours or a professor of yours insulted you, laughed upon you, or made a sarcastic comment about you. Why do I want you to remember those days? Because those days remind us that how do people treat us when we are not able to achieve something. And what is this something in our case? Getting a seat in a PG course, getting a seat in the course of your choice. I want you to remember that negative emotion that we feel when somebody looks down upon us. And now we change the frame. Your eyes are still closed, you are still listening to me using your headphones, and now you imagine yourself sitting in a reading room or in a library and there is a pile of books on your table and you are studying. I want you to imagine yourself in great details. You are sitting, maybe wearing your specs, having a pen in your hand, having a book on the table, and you are studying. You are studying very hard. You are studying for 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. You are studying to the best of your capabilities. You are not getting up from the chair till you are totally exhausted. And now the frame changes. And now something great has happened. The exam is over, you are sitting in your room, and you get a call from your friend that, listen, the results have been announced. Did you check them? And now imagine yourself sitting in the room, you open your laptop, you open the website, you put in your roll number, and the result starts to load. What is the result that you got? Well, you got a great result. You got a great rank. Maybe your rank is 30 All India. Maybe your rank is 28 All India. Maybe your rank is rank number 8 All India. You cannot believe your eyes. You are sitting in the front of that laptop, your eyes wide open. You just cannot believe that it actually happened. It finally happened. You have been working for this all year long and finally you were able to achieve it. And now what you do? You scream, you shout, you jump, your hands go above your head. You are extremely happy. And now what you do is you take out your phone and you call your mother. Very happily you tell her that, Mom, finally I did it. I got rank 28 All India. Mom, I cannot believe it. And she is equally happy. Maybe she is crying. And now you imagine that you are calling your father and you are telling him that, Father, it happened. It finally did happen. All the efforts gave me the results. And he is equally ecstatic. He is equally happy. And now maybe you call your best friend. Maybe you call the senior who guided you. And you tell them the great news. I want you to feel that moment. I want you to have those goosebumps that only success can give. And now the frame changes. And now you are standing in front of your dream institute. It could be All India Institute of Medical Sciences, it could be PGI Chandigarh, it could be Maulana Azad Medical College, it could be any institute that you really want to go into. And I want you to imagine standing on the gate of that institute building in front of you, you wearing a white coat and a stethoscope around your neck. And the pride that comes with that imagination is something that we all starve for. That is what we work for. There is nothing majestic, there is nothing more majestic than standing in the front of your dream institute and knowing that you would be entering that institute as a PG resident. Any amount of hard work that we do, any amount of the number of hours that we put in, any amount of sacrifices that we make, they are too small a price to pay for this feeling. Because this feeling is the ultimate feeling. The feeling of success is the ultimate feeling. And you know what? This feeling of success is the most addictive thing in the world. Learn how to get addicted to success. That success initially may be small. It could be a good rank in a test, in a small subject test. It could be a good rank in one of the grand tests. But once you start getting those little successes, you tend to become addicted to them. You want more and more. And what is the final culmination of that addiction? A great rank in a great institute, which is what you have been working for. So dear students, you can open your eyes. Remember that whatever you imagined can turn into reality. There are only few lucky people who have this great gift of converting their imaginations into reality. I want you to be one of those. And it's possible. All that we need to do is, we need to discipline ourselves for a couple of months and bam, you have what you always wanted. And remember, you will carry that success throughout your life. Even when you turn 60, even when you turn 50, even when you turn 70, people will always ask you what field did you postgraduate in, what kind of doctor you are, and which institute did you postgraduate from. So the efforts of 7, 8, 9 months will give you fruits for the rest of your life. I say, do it, and do it now. Thank you. Best wishes.